Hey guys, what's going on today? Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? The Real Easy E here, back with another video, and today we are going to be playing we're not. We are going to be doing something called a Zombies retrospective. No, I'm just ranking. Actually, no, I'm not even doing a Zombies retrospective, but I'm going to be ranking all of the, all of the oh, I'm so stupid. All of the Trayarch Zombies maps. Now, I have played every single one of these maps. I know which ones are good and which ones are bad. I'll tell you right now. Excuse me, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just had a little cough. Alright, and we're going to be doing them from newest, or oldest to newest. So the first one we're starting off with is Nocturne Toten. Now, Nocturne Toten is a good map. Don't get me wrong. Oh my god. Shut up, please. Stop. Oh yes, turn off notifications. Discord. Okay. And Nocturne Toten is a good map. Believe me, I like Nocturne Toten, but it was the first zombies map that you got. It was the first zombies map ever. And it came out in World at War, and you would get it if you completed the campaign. And it was really fun in World at War. And then the Black Ops 1 Remastered came, it was really fun. And then the Black Ops 3 Remastered came, it was really fun. But there was one problem with Black Ops 3, and I think World at War had this problem too. I don't know about Black Ops 1. But the zombie spawns in Nocturne Toten are just awful. It's the worst thing ever. You literally, like, round 1 through 4, you literally just have to stand there and wait for the zombies to come to you. If you guys didn't see my Nocturne Toten stream, I literally was on round 4 until 10 minutes. It was bad. It was really bad. Black Ops 3, I think, has the biggest problem with this, but it definitely is the best looking Nocturne Toten. This map is a good map. It is good. I like it a lot. But I'm going to have to put it on F. Only because of the zombie. I'm kidding. Stop disliking and everything. Honestly, this is my real opinion. I'm putting it on a C. Honestly, for one reason, it's a survival map. How good can it get, really? But it was the first survival map, so I gotta give it credit for that. And it used to be creepy and stuff, but now it's just like a zombies map. Zombies maps aren't really creepy anymore. Excuse me. But this right here, we have the creepiest zombies map of all time, Verrucht. Now, Verrucht is basically just a better version of Nocturne Toten, if I'm going to be honest. Again, okay, so Verrucht was the second DLC for World at War after they saw that their zombies, like, blew up. It blew up. Zombies was just, like, it was, like, everyone's favorite game mode in World at War. So they were like, okay, let's make a DLC. Or not a DLC, they just... So anyway, what are your other symptoms? I'm just kidding. But, it wasn't a DLC. I think it just came out. I don't remember, but I think it just came out. But, so, Verrucht is, the map, honestly, is just a better version of Nocturne Toten. There's one problem. Oh yeah, and it was the first map to release perk machines. We had original Double Tap, Juggernog, Speed Cola, and Quick Revive. And those helped everyone so much. Everyone loved those. But there was one reason that not many people played this map. Or, I mean, people still did. But once World at War was finished, not many people went on the, Verrucht train. It is really difficult. Verrucht is one of the hardest zombies maps ever. There's no good training spots at all. Don't even get me started on, like, the staircase with, like, the cage around it. Like, you always think you're set there, and then some freaking zombie breaks in through, like, not invisible, but it's pretty hard to see. No, it's not. I'm stupid. But, like, there's this little kind of balcony thing. They always come through there when you're training, and then you die. And if you didn't see my Verrucht stream, we only made it to round 14, I think, or something like that. It was low. My Nocturne Toten was 23. This was low compared to Nocturne Toten. I'm gonna put it on a C as well. Verrucht is a good map. It's a better actual map than Nocturne Toten. and it was the second map ever. It's just really difficult. Also, like you saw in my stream, there's some pretty cool Easter eggs in it. If you want to see those, go watch my stream. And now the next zombies map, Shinonuma. Now, no matter what you say, Shinonuma is better than Noct or Verrucht in my eyes. I don't care what you say. Shinonuma was a really good map. It was really good. It had the random perk spawns. It had random perk spawns, which means, like, so basically you would start off in the middle in like this hub, and then there was 4 corners you could go to, and every time you opened one of those and then opened like another door past the house, you would get a random perk machine, and everyone liked this map. And it was the first map with hellhounds. We cannot forget that. But Shinonuma hellhounds, oh my god, in World at War, they were the worst thing ever, dude. I think they were one shot without jug or something like that. And they were insanely fast, and they would like hit you through walls, and they were really glitchy. But Shinonuma was such a good map, and the Black Ops 3 remastered is just the best. It's so good. The Black Ops 3 remastered. Oh, I want to give it an A. It's definitely going to be a B or higher, at least. Okay. By the way, I forgot to tell you, this is my Black Ops 3 point of view. So if it's like an old map, I'm doing it remastered from Black Ops 3 if it was in Black Ops 3. And I'm going to put it on A. The Black Ops 3 version of Shinonuma was really good. These are both Black Ops 3 for Black... Now that I think about it, though, Black Ops 3 isn't that hard on Verrucht. I know original World at War was pain for Verrucht. Actually, no, it's still pretty hard on Black Ops 3, so I'm going to keep it there. The next map, the final one for World at War, Der Riese. Der Riese is so good. Oh my god. And it's literally, don't even get me started on, like, oh my god. And Smith Plays had a retrospective about Der Riese, and I think he made wonderful points. Noah J doesn't really like the Giant. Noah J 456, but honestly, I like the Giant. It's a good map, but also, it was the first map with Pack-a-Punch. Huh? Think about that. Just think about that real quick. Exactly, you can't even think because it's so good. It's so good. You can't even think. You can't even think. Well, you can think, but... Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna put Der Riese. It's really good, but I remember there being a decent amount of bugs in the original one, but the Giant from Black Ops 3, though, yep. I'm not putting on it S tier. It's not worth S tier. This is the Giant, by the way, not really Der Riese. Like, this is Black Ops 3 Verrucht. This is Black Ops 3 Nocturne Toten. This is Black Ops 3 Shinonuma. This is Black Ops 3 Der Riese. I would probably... I'm putting on A. Der Riese is, or the Giant is just so good, in my opinion. It's really good. And now we have my favorite map of all time. Kino der Toten. Immediate S tier. You already know. I don't care, but I'm just going to explain why it's S tier. The first map, I don't care what anyone says. The teleporter is cool AF. The little cutscenes are amazing. And the layout is probably the best layout of any map ever. I don't care what anyone says. And I honestly like survival maps more. No, that's not true, but survival maps and story-based maps are really close for me. I have a big heart for survival maps, because I was like, when I was like 5, I would always play survival maps, like no story-based maps, because obviously I was 5, but, and I lived off of Kino, dude, Black Ops 1 Kino, I lived off of this, and I remember my first time getting to round 20, I was so happy, and I was like 8 years old. Kino is like literally the map I grew up on. I don't care what anyone says, it's my favorite map of all time, and Discord, shut up. But Kino der Toten, oh yeah, and we're moving into Black Ops 1, by the way. This is Black Ops 1. And no, and we're not even talking about the Black Ops 1. Even the Black Ops, no, honestly. The Black Ops 1 Kino, I would still put on S. And the Black Ops 3 one is so goated. It is so good. I don't care what anyone says. The Black Ops 3 Kino der Toten is so good. No one can convince me differently. I don't care. Also, this is probably going to be my longest video, except maybe for my streams, but this is definitely going to be my longest video. And, yeah, so this is Black Ops 1 Kino. I don't care what anyone says. Favorite map, easy, done. The next map after Kino was 5. Now, 5 is good. I really liked the characters in 5. But Black Ops 1 5, training was really hard, especially in the main area with DEFCON 5. It was not easy. But honestly, I'm gonna put, because it also has wait, do they have? Okay, good. I thought they had Tag der Toten on there for a second. I was like, please don't do that, please. Sadly, okay, and we're not gonna look at Classified from Black Ops 4 because that's practically a different map. There's like a ton of new stuff from 5. This is 5 from Black Ops 1. This is 5 from Black Ops 1, not Classified from Black Ops 4. 5, it was cool. It was cool. The Winter's Howl was absolute garbage. I mean, the Black Ops 4 one is pretty good, but 5 was overall a good map. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something about Kino der Toten. It was the first map to release the Nova Crawlers, and in Black Ops 1 they did kind of suck, but honestly they didn't come as much as in 5, because when you went to the basement, basically the whole thing was Nova Crawlers, and it was impossible to move around. But 5 is still a good map. I still like it. I am going to put 5 at B tier. 5 is a good map. It's good. It's nothing great in my opinion, but yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next after 5, I'm pretty sure was Ascension. It was Shangri-La or Ascension. I'm pretty sure it was Ascension though. Yeah, it was. So Ascension is I think this is like the first map to be based off of a multiplayer map. I'm fairly sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that Shino Numa, I think, was part of the World at War campaign, and same with Verrucht. Kino, I think, was part of Black Ops 1 campaign. 5 was definitely part of Black Ops 1 campaign. But I think this was the first map that actually was off a Black Ops 1 multiplayer map. Dude, Ascension is a really good map. Honestly, dude, it's really good. It's amazing. I love the lunar pads. I love the cutscene, or not the cutscene, but the Easter egg. It's really good. There is one complaint I have about Ascension. The goddamn monkeys, dude. I don't care what anyone says. Those are the most annoying things ever. The Ascension monkeys were the freaking worst. I don't care what anyone says. I did really like how you get Pack-a-Punch, and there is so many good training spots. Really, my only complaint about Ascension is those stupid monkeys. And again, we're looking at the Black Ops 3 one. Black Ops 3 Ascension. I mean, they did chill down the monkeys in Black Ops 3, but, like, also the map is just beautiful. I don't really care what anyone says. I'm gonna put it on A tier. Again, all the original maps are so good. It's hard to pick good ones. It's hard to pick, like, hard to pick bad ones. But sadly, we are coming up to a terrible map. We are coming up. Not yet though. And the next map for Black Ops 1, where is it? Why am I not finding it? Call of the Dead. Immediate S tier. But Call of the Dead it's not my second favorite. No. It's just, oh my god, like, the best, oh my gosh. Call of the Dead is so good. Like, oh my god. It's not better than, like, Origins, but in my opinion, y'all can hate on me, it's better than Mob of the Dead. You can actually spam hate. I don't care. But Call of the Dead, in my opinion, is better than Mob of the Dead. Call of the Dead is so good. They're, like, the characters are so amazing. Literally, Freddy Krueger is in it. He's just obviously Robert Englund. And then, there's, Merle from, excuse me for a second, I gotta mute. Alright, sorry about that. My siblings just came home. That's just my dog. But yeah, dude, Call of the Dead is such a good map. I don't care what anyone says. The atmosphere is so good. I like how it's actually creepy. It was one of the, like, it wasn't one of the first, like, creepy maps, but it was honestly, like, you couldn't see anything, which is pretty annoying. But it was also just beautiful. it was really good. And it doesn't even have a remaster. Oh wait, no, it does. Black Ops 4. Tagged or Totem. The worst. Okay. But Call of the Dead though is just so good. They should have made this a Black Ops 3 remaster. They should have. And it probably would have been the best freaking map ever. And it was my first favorite, like, story-based map. It's so good. The characters are good. I'm not a fan of the ice water, but the layout of the map is just so good. I love the broken ship, the lighthouse, even the middle of it is just the water. But like all maps, there's one terrible thing, except for Kino. Everything on Kino's good. It's George. George was the most annoying thing ever. To say the least, he was, impossible to kill. He had 1,000,000 health. Literally 1,000,000. I think he actually, like, seriously, he had, on one player, it took you to, like, round 15 or something to just bop him with wasting all your bullets. Actually, no, that's not true. If you had, like, a death machine and just sprayed him for, like, a full round, you could probably kill him, honestly. But you don't get death machines for the full freaking round. And the ray gun, at this time, still had splash damage, so it was... George is literally Call of the Dead's downfall, literally. I mean, if they made this a Black Ops 3 remaster, I'm fine with George. I'm fine with him being in. He's cool. He gives you a bonfire sale, I'm pretty sure. And I think a free perk, I think. And no, he gives you a death machine or something. I don't remember. But he is just, like, they could have made him have a little less health. Like, he's still just a human, I think. Why can I spray 1,000,000 bullets into him? Like, it's still pretty confusing. Call of the Dead, though, that's the only problem. The atmosphere of it is just so good. Call of the Dead goes up all the way up there. A S tier map. And now, we're getting on to the first bad map. Shangri-La. I'm kidding. It's not gonna go F tier, but my god, is it bad. Like, oh my god. I wanted to make a retrospective on this and, like, each episode do one map, like The Smith Plays. Go sub, by the way. But, I really don't have, I wouldn't say I have enough experience to do a full episode on a map. I have played every single map, that is true. I don't say I have enough experience to do, like, all the maps in one episode. And Shangri-La, there's so much, there's not actually so much good. There's much bad. This was, okay, so basically, Shangri-La is like a jungle temple. The atmosphere is one of the best ever, actually, in my opinion. I love the atmosphere of the map. It's really good. That is mainly what's saving it from being an F tier, honestly. Can my siblings stop, like, running around like maniacs? That would be fun. But yeah, Shangri-La, dude, is just... Although it does have the little geyser things, those are really cool. But, honestly, this was one of the first really hard maps that we got in a while. The Black Ops 1 version is literally, I think... No, it's still really hard. But Black Ops 3, even in the remaster, they couldn't fix Shangri-La from being, like, really hard. Shangri-La just, and the stupid waterfall, dude. Oh my god, dude, that's the worst. Although I do think they could have, like, made the mineshaft and stuff better. Shangri-La is just not a good map, honestly, dude. This was the first bad map in Zombies ever. It takes place for it, in my opinion. I mean, some people say it's, like, Verruckt. Some people hate Verruckt. I don't really understand that. And some people say it's 5. But for me, it's Shangri-La, dude. Shangri-La is just... Like, for me, C is okay. B is good. A is great. S is amazing. D is meh. E is bad. And F is just absolutely horrible. Like, I wouldn't play it again. Shangri-La is a bad map. It's going on E tier. But let me just explain real quick. The layout of the stupid map, like, literally the first doors that you buy can kill you. Because the stupid traps, I mean, it's easy to get past them. It's really easy. But, like, if you're playing split screen, because I played split screen a lot. If you're playing with noobs, like, when I was 5, I never played this map. Because it was definitely the hardest Black Ops 1 map. I don't care what anyone says. It was, like, it takes place. But oh my god, and don't even get me started on the Screechers, dude, and the freaking Inferno Zombies, or whatever they're called. The Inferno Zombies aren't terrible, but the Screechers are just the worst, dude. Like, I'm so glad that they took them out of the game after Shangri-La. There's no point of having them. I mean, they were not even good additions. I'm sorry, okay, the Inferno Zombie was pretty cool, but the Screechers were just absolutely horrible. And they brought the freaking monkeys back from Ascension into Shangri-La. And it's just... That's why it's on E tier. I'm sorry. And that finishes it up for Black Ops 1. Now we're moving on to Black Ops 2. Oh my god. Transit. Let's talk. Okay. Transit. I even grew up on this map. Dude, to this day, this is one of the most complicated maps I've ever played. Like, what the frick is the point? You literally are riding a bus, and you're randomly just popping off to go to a freaking teleporter, and just do... This map is just not good at all. I really do like the bus system, though. I do. I just don't think that zombies should be able to break into the bus. Because, like, oh my god, dude. If you have, like, a horde chasing you and you get in the bus, it's literally game over. You have no hope. Like, it's literally... Okay, and Ted is probably the best thing about Transit. The new people they added were okay. I literally grew up on this map in my prime of zombies. I literally grew up on it when I was, like, 9. That was, like, my prime of zombies. Literally, I still did not like this map. The only reason I would play it is because they never made a diner survival map, I don't think. Or at least that I know of. So I would literally just ride the bus once and stay at diner the whole game. That's all I would do. I would just pretend it was like town, I would just pretend it was like town, gas station, or barn. I would just ride there and pretend it's like a survival map, because I loved survival maps at that time. I loved survival maps a lot, and I never, until then, I came back to it and tried the actual thing. My god. Why is it so complicated? I love Ted. He's amazing. Like, aw, smoochy face. Meet me up, Ted. But, like, literally, Transit is just... I want to put it on F tier so bad, but there is more worse maps than this. There is. And I don't want to... Like, Transit was definitely the worst map when it came out. Definitely. It's worse than Shangri-La. I would put it on E- if there was an E-, but I wouldn't put it on F tier. I don't hate the map that much for one reason. I grew up on it. I still grew up on it. It's still, I didn't think it was the worst map when I was growing up. I thought it was like Verruct because I sucked balls at Verruct when I did play it. When I did play Verruct, I sucked terrible at it. I was like the worst. I would get to like rounds like 7 or 8 and then die. And then keep in mind, I was still like 8. That's pathetic, dude. Like, oh my god. Like, get better at the game. And to this day, okay, you know what's still sad? To this day, we can only get to round 14. But, yeah, like, and that is we. But, Transit, dude, is just not a good map. E tier. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot to mention the worst freaking part of the stupid cat scratcher, man. If you get on the bus anytime in the fog, you're absolutely dead. It's over. I mean, there's literally no point of even freaking playing the game anymore because zombies run 200 miles per hour, and then the freaking cat like scratching your face the whole freaking time, and you can't even kill him without the. No, you can, but like it's impossible without the Bowie knife or gavel knuckles. Like literally, and I so bad want to put it on F tier. But just wait till we get to the BO4 maps, just honestly. Nope. I'm putting on F tier. I hate Transit. I do. Now, the more that I think about it, I totally forgot about the stupid cat scratcher things. I completely forgot about them. Transit is F. I'm sorry. The next map is Die Rise. Yeah. Give me. Sorry about that, you guys. But, yeah, I think that pretty much sums up Die Rise. F tier. Die Rise was just the worst. I hate it more than Transit. It's so bad. Okay, there is one thing that I give to Die Rise. They tried. They tried to make a new type of map. Verticality. Not a good thing. It's not good. The random perk. Like, the random perk placements. Did not like that. Who's Who? The worst freaking perk ever. Dude, if they made Who's Who, basically, just, if they updated it to make it like you still had all your old stuff, and you just had to revive, that would be one of the best perks, if it could have no limit. I would take that over Quick Revive, honestly. But, Die Rise is just so bad. The inside of the map is just disgusting. Like, honestly, Atmosphere is totally other people's opinion. It is 100% other people's opinion. Call of the Dead is just, like, creepy to me. And, like, ooh, like, zombies and stuff. Like, it's like the old maps. But then Die Rise just brings in this, like, new thing. It's just gross. It just looks gross. Now, the more that I think about Die Rise, I want to move Transit up. But I'm not going to. I totally forgot about the cat things in Transit. Or the scratchy cat, so never mind. Transit's the worst. Or, it's not the worst, but I hate it. The only reason I would ever like it is because the diner survival thing that I did, but that's not really even part. Like, never mind. Back to Die Rise. Die Rise, it did try a lot, and to this day, it has been proven that it has one of the best wonder weapons ever. The Sliquifier. It's amazing, but put it on a different map, dude. Do you know how many times I've freaking died to the Sliquifier? Like, oh my god. It's like I would be just like not really spamming it, but like I would be like using it, like training, and then all of a sudden, oh whoops! I freaking step into a purple puddle and I die. Like I get slipped the freaking off the map, and it's pretty freaking annoying. Not gonna lie, and but oh yeah, also the jumping jacks. Stupid ripoff of the Nova Crawlers. Why? Just why? They jump. Okay, they're literally the same thing as Nova Crawlers, except they don't make the gas and they jump. What? That's supposed to be your brand new idea? Well, good job on your brand new idea. My Jesus. But Die Rise is just so awful. If I can make a Z... No, okay, it's not that bad. But, Die Rise is not my least favorite map of all time, to say, honestly. Excuse me. Just gotta cough real quick. Yeah. But anyway, Die Rise isn't my least favorite map, but it is in my top 3 least favorite maps. Die Rise is just bad. The roof is beautiful. I love the roof. It's like the only good part of the map. It's good for training, and it's just a good part of the map. But it's just not... And, like, the parkour on the map is easy, sure, but when you're, like, training zombies and stuff, it's not easy, because, like, you're just, like, running, and then you accidentally run out of stamina up and take a jump too early, and boom, you're dead. And the trample steam is... You know what, the trample steam's actually okay. I don't really... But that's basically it for Die Rise. So now we're going to Buried. I think it's Buried. I forget if it's Mob of the Dead first or Buried first. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go with Buried, because it's in the, like... It's with the... I forget what the crew is called, but it has, like, Stupinger, Russman, Misty, and everything like that. So I'm going to continue on with that. Buried. Buried is the best... Like, it's the best one out of this storyline thing type with these characters. Black Ops 2, like, it was bad. No one really liked Black Ops 2 zombies. Like, once Die Rise came out, they were like, okay, so this is just gonna be like a losing streak. And then Buried came out, and everyone was like, okay, I guess we're starting to pick up the pace here. But sadly, Buried was barely recognized because it was covered up by all this trash. And Buried is a good map. Buried it's good. I don't really remember Buried, though. That's the thing. Because I really stopped playing Black Ops 2 Zombies once these piles of crap came out. And Buried is... It is a good map. It is good. I'm not putting it S tier. Not A tier. B tier is the highest I'm putting it. Buried is good. The sharpshooter Easter egg is really easy, honestly. I mean, just the sharpshooter part. The Easter egg itself is not easy, but, I mean, it's one of the easier ones. Vulture Aid Elixir is one of the best perks, and the wonder weapon on it sucks, dude. It sucks. But I remember there was this camping spot that I would go to and use Vulture Aid, and then just use that, and it was literally impossible for the zombies to kill me. Like, I basically died on, like, round 30 or something like that. I don't remember. But Buried is definitely one of the better maps out of these, out of the Black Ops 2 ones. Buried is... I don't really remember much about Buried. Like I said, I remember the starting area was really good. I remember there was a lot of parts to pick up. That was pretty annoying. Buried is gonna go C for me. Buried was... I would probably put it on B, but I forget, like, everything about it. I don't really remember much about Buried. This map, because I played it, like, 20 times ever, or something like that. I don't really remember. But I remember the mansion, that was really cool, the underground mansion thing, and the, like, old western town part. It's a really cool map. So yeah, C for Buried. And now, the infamous Mob of the Dead. I think I know where I'm putting this. I hate Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is so okay. I think the joke's over now. Mob of the Dead is S tier. Yeah, definitely. Mob of the Dead is really good. Mob of the Dead is just so good. The characters are amazing. The boss fight was the best at the time, in my opinion. That is. It was the best boss fight ever, in my opinion, up to Mob of the Dead. And it was just so good. And once Mob of the Dead came out, literally everyone started playing Black Ops 2, and again, Buried got buried with all this good stuff. It just got smushed in between like a freaking sandwich. But Mob of the Dead is so good. The spirit thing, the roof with Pack-a-Punch, it's so good. I like when you turn to the little ghost thing. But again, I didn't play Mob of the Dead much because again, I still thought Black Ops 2 was garbage. I didn't even know that they were gonna make another freaking DLC for Black Ops 2. But here's the point: Mob of the Dead is really good. I know that for a fact. Because, I mean, I did play it, and it was really good. I like the spirit thing, the 9 lives thing with the cat, 9 lives, something like that. The boss fight with the weasel on the Golden Gate Bridge is just so good. Because, like, it does something completely different that no one expected. And the end cutscene is so good, like, where it's like, you're a weasel, you were meant to survive, or something like that. It's like, or something, I forget, but I remember this map was amazing. I didn't beat it personally myself, but the map is just really good. Like, the setting is amazing. The setting is absolutely beautiful. It's just such a good map. Again, I don't remember much about it because Black Ops 2 trash. Because of this trash. I played Black Ops 2 a lot at that first, and I was like, ooh, Die Rise Transit, trash, and I'm like, okay, all the rest is trash. But then I got Mob of the Dead, and I'm like, this is one of my favorite maps, and I'm like, yeah, Mob of the Dead, and I love getting, I forget what his name is, but he's kind of like, the best thing I could compare him to is kind of like the boxer from Shadows of Evil, but better than that. I forget his name, but I remember in the cutscene where he's like, "Are you gonna shut him up, or do I gotta do it?" That's my favorite character in Mob of the Dead. And then the Weasel, obviously, the Weasel is amazing. But Mob of the Dead is just such a good map, and I give it S tier. It's really good. And now, Origins. Let's talk Origins. Probably the single-handedly, maybe, I don't know, but I'm stupid. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I just realized something. Don't comment yet. Don't comment yet. I freaking skipped Moon. I always forget Moon is a Black Ops 1 map. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I always forget Moon is Black Ops 1 because it just doesn't seem like a Black Ops 1 map, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, Moon. Before we get on to the infamous Origins, let's do Moon. Now, I'm going to be basing this solely off of the Black Ops 3 Moon, because I barely played Black Ops 1 Moon, so don't judge. Black Ops 3 Moon is really good. I like Moon a lot. Oh, I know a lot of people don't really like Moon, but it's personally a really good map in my opinion. Moon is really good. It has the best training spot of all time, ever, in my opinion. The greenhouse place in Black Ops 3, oh my god. It's so good. I have made it to like round 34 or something like that on Moon with doing that. Like, if you just stay there the whole game and keep hitting Wonder Fizz, and like, and the mystery box is there the whole time, and like, and if it goes away, it basically spawns like right outside. Moon is a really good map. The astronaut bosses were a little too easy in my opinion. Like, they were the easiest boss ever. Like, seriously, they were so easy. You didn't even have to kill them because they were so slow. But Moon is still a really good map. The Easter egg where like the Earth just like blows up like that, I didn't beat it again. I didn't really beat most of these maps. I do remember beating a couple though. But Moon is just so good. The atmosphere is so good. I have one complaint about Moon. Literally, like, one. There is way too many doors in Moon, I swear, dude. I have played Moon, and, like, every single hallway there's a door. And you have to buy, like, 9 doors, I think, to get to the greenhouse. It's pretty insane. Although they are pretty cheap most of the time. They're just mainly 750s and 1000s, but still. Moon, A tier for me. It's a really good map. And now, Origins. Now, a lot of you might have said, well, I barely spent any time on Moon. Because I didn't really play Moon that much. Again, I did play it on Black Ops 3, and it's still fun on Black Ops 3 to this day. But, yeah, it's just an overall fun map. I liked how the zombies looked. That was cool. Yeah. Let's move on to Origins. Oh, yeah, by the way, Black Ops 1. Last Black Ops 1 map. So now Origins, the last Black Ops 2 map. This was literally, like, this is basically, in my opinion, Mob of the Dead on cracked. It's not that much better than Mob of the Dead, but it is better than Mob of the Dead. The generators, the way to get Pack-a-Punch is just so good. The starting room, I like how, like, literally right after the cutscene, it takes you in, like, literally right after that. I'm a big fan of that. First of all, it released the oh my god, I actually just forgot the name of the crew. How? I mean, I know Takio Dempsey, Richtofen, and Nikolai, but I forget what they're called. I know there's Ultimus or something like that. I forget. No, but these were not the original crew with like Shangri-La, Varuk, Buried, Shinonuma, Darius, Ascension, Moon, and Kino. Like the original people. This was like an alternate year. Sorry. Origins is okay, and now back to the thing. Sorry about my family interrupting a lot, because this is definitely one of my longest videos, and this is right after school, so, or this might actually even be my longest video, like, longer than my streams. But Origins is a really good map. It's just amazing. The staffs are so good. Personally, I'm more of a fire and ice staff guy. I'm more of fire and ice. The lightning staff is absolutely trash. But it's not like the worst wonder weapon ever, but it's almost there. It's not good. The wind staff is pretty good. It's basically just like a less good version of the thunder gun. But the ice staff is really good, in my opinion. You have to be able to train, really, to use the ice staff. But anyway, back to, like, the beginning and stuff. So, it basically released a new crew from, like, an alternate universe. They're the same crew, but just from an alternate universe. And it's really cool. I love Origins. And I'm talking about Black Ops 3 Origins, again. And I remember the stupid thing where you have to shoot the bottom of the robot foot. That, to this day, is still stupid. Like, I die to, like, hitbox a million times whenever I'm trying to do that. But, and riding the tank is kind of useless. The only reason you really do it is to get the fire staff parts. I'm pretty sure it's fire staff. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Origins is just a really good map. I love Origins so much. And, again, the generators, the big robots flying around. I do wish, you know that, like, at the beginning of the season, how there's, like, a giant, like, blimp type of thing? I wish there was, like, a kind of map where it was the same as Origins, but it was, like, different people just at this time. Like, and they were on the blimp, and you could go on top of it. That would be a cool map. I would actually play that. But, honestly, dude, Origins is just great. The trenches are really cool. The atmosphere is creepy. World War I, it's amazing. And, yeah, that's where Origins sits. Now we start off with Black Ops 3, Shadows of Evil. Yeah. Shadows of Evil is not good, in my opinion. I do not like Shadows of Evil. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm obviously kidding. Shadows of Evil is probably A tier. I don't know. It might be B or A. I don't really know. Shadows of Evil is a little overcomplicated, but anyway. Shadows of Evil. This was a really good map. Shadow of Evil. It's like Trayarch like loves Shadows of Evil. I have seen like YouTubers go there and there's like Shadows of Evil signs like all over the place. it's pretty funny. But yeah, like Shadows of Evil, Trayarch love it, and then whenever someone hates, they're like, "Hey, stop it." No. But Shadows of Evil is a really good map. It has the best starter's pistol of all time. I don't really care what anyone says. Origins is pretty hard to beat though, but it still has the best starter's pistol. You can still kill a zombie with a full mag if you hit all headshots on like round 9. I think it's pretty freaking good. And the characters, I guess are okay. I don't really. My favorite character, and you can disagree with me, is Jackie Benson. He to me is just funny. I don't know why. He swears a lot, which is again from a 13-and-a-half-year-old. That's still pretty funny to me. Stupid fly. But yeah. Shadows of Evil is just but yeah. From a teenager, swearing is funny. And Jackie Benson swears the most out of any character I've ever seen. Dempsey, second place. Probably. I don't remember. There might be someone on Mob of the Dead that swears more than that, but it's Jackie Benson on Shadows of Evil. I think every single one of his quotes has a bad word in it. He's really funny. And then we have Nero. He's also really good. He's Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park. That's how I knew him like immediately. Nero is my second favorite. He's pretty good. But sometimes his quotes can get pretty annoying because he's always like, like whenever he eats the gobble gum, I just want to die. I literally want to turn off the audio. But Shadows of Evil is still a good map, and the Margwas are not that hard to defeat. The rituals are really cool. There is so much about this map. I can't even explain it all because I'm about to go into an hour. But Shadows of Evil is just a really good map, and I'm gonna rate it A. The Easter egg is amazing with the Shadow Man. I love the boss fight. It's pretty honestly. The boss fight is not that difficult. It's not one of the more difficult. The main problem is getting there. It takes forever. But yeah, Shadows of Evil, A tier. It's a really good map. And next one on BO3, we have Der Eisendrache. Der Eisendrache is also a really good map. It's like Origins, but a little worse. I honestly like the layout. You can hate me for this, honestly. I like the layout of Der Eisendrache better than Origins. I do. I don't like the atmosphere more, but the layout of the map, in my opinion, is better on Der Eisendrache than Origins. Der Eisendrache is really good, and it's the first one with, the summoning key, where he, kills Dempsey and puts him in the summoning key. I think, unless you're counting the giant, which I don't really. But the Der Eisendrache, the way to get Pack-a-Punch was really cool. You had to do the machine from the giant, you had to, put all the parts there, and the final boss fight was really cool. Or not boss fight, just the Easter egg. I don't even remember if there's a boss fight or not. I don't think there is, though. I think it was just an Easter egg. But yeah, Der Eisendrache, not really much to say other than it's a really good map. It's really good looking. I did not glitch much on this map. But that's coming from someone who has a PS4 Pro. But, yeah, I'm gonna mute right here. Okay, I think we're safe. But Der Eisendrache is really good, in my opinion. I really like Der Eisendrache. It's hard to explain, but I just love the layout of the map, the atmosphere. It's all really good. I'm gonna mute. I'm really sorry. That was probably the longest interruption I've ever had. I just had to talk to my siblings real quick about being quiet. But yeah, Drazendrach A tier. Nothing really much else to say. Then we go on to Zetsubo. I remember, and I have a PS4 Pro, this map being glitchy. And I love... Okay, I gotta give credit to Zetsubo Nishima for, trying something kind of new, I guess. The spiders were a new boss. They're annoying as all hell, but, like, when you're trying to do the boss fight, they can get so annoying because you can, like, barely see them and they'll come up behind you and you're like, wait, what the? And then you just die. Because the stupid giant things will get you. I love the mid-fight boss battle with the giant spider. It's really simple and easy, but I just love the addition. Alright, sorry about that again. But yeah, Zetsubo, it looked different. It had Takio's death, which is the second saddest scene in Zombies history. Probably the second saddest cutscene was Takio's. But Zetsubo had a good, like, setup going. I think, personally, it could have been a good map. But it failed. First of all, the boss fight. The endgame boss fight is really... I remember beating it really easily somehow. I forget. I did something. I don't know. But Zetsubo just isn't a good map. It could have been. If they could have made Zetsubo on, like, a better engine, could have ran better. I remember Zetsubo is just... I don't really know. Again, I didn't play Zetsubo much. I loved Black Ops 3, and I was hooked on all, like, before Zetsubo came out, I was, like, hooked on Shadows, the Giant, Drazendrach. I was, like, farming these maps. Zombie Chronicles hasn't yet come out to, like, then. And then Zetsubo came out, and I was like, don't make this be another Black Ops 2, because Zetsubo is just not a very good map, I'm gonna be honest. Zetsubo is our first D tier map. Zetsubo Nishima is just not very good. I hate to break it to you. And the last one where they, like, kill their original people is Gorod Krovi. This Gorod Krovi is really good. Gorod Krovi is really good. The soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks ever. Oh yeah, I forgot. Just give me a sec. Okay, I forgot to mention the Shadows of Evil soundtrack is the best soundtrack in all of Call of Duty. Try to prove me wrong, I dare you, but it's just really good, and same with, there's one more map. I forget. No, but whatever. Okay, Gorod Krovi is a really good map. The soundtrack is pretty good. Well, not pretty good. I love the actual songs, and, like, the round end is pretty cool, too. The oh he bum 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 bum. That's pretty good. And then the Easter egg is good when you find out, like, there's, like, his wife or something is, like, a robot now. I don't know. Like, her soul got transferred into a robot. The dragon boss fight is really good. I have one complaint. The Nikolai boss fight is a little bit hard. It's pretty hard, in my opinion. I didn't beat Gorod Krovi. I got so close once, but I died. As to, you know, that, Gorod Krovi is, but yeah, what's it called? Gorod Krovi is a B tier map for me for one reason. One player, it was fine. But if you even had 2 players split screen, it was really glitchy. Like 4 player split screen, you would literally die to movement lag. That's how bad it was. But Gorod Krovi, because it's, like, awfully big, and I just really like Gorod Krovi. I want to put it on A, but there is another map I would rather put on A than Gorod Krovi. There's only one more I can only even put on it, so that's the thing. But yeah, Gorod Krovi, B tier. I love the dragon boss fight. It's really good. And next we have Revelations. Not many people really like Revelations. I don't understand that, honestly. I really don't. Revelations is a really good map. Hang on, Sorry about that. My mom was yelling at me for being on here too long, so guess I better speed it up. Okay, so Revelations is Origins, Durazendrock, I think no Shadows Evil. It's Origins, Durazendrock, Zetsubo. I don't think there was any Gorod Krovi in it, but there was a lot of like different maps in it. It was basically like a ton of maps combined. Oh yeah, there's Kino in it. Yeah. But Revelations was basically like it was like a ton of maps combined. There was a couple original places, but not many. I loved the transportation. I loved the transportation system in Revelations. It was so good. I loved the little bounce pad things. They were just really fun to use. Um, yeah, like Revelations is just really good to me. I like Revelations a lot, and I know that that's going to be one of the most controversial things I say, but Revelations for me goes to an A. I really like Revelations. I love the Easter egg, except the Easter egg could be a little bit glitchy at times. Like, the map could be a little bit glitchy. But anyway, Revelations, booyah, hooah, A tier. And now, moving on to Black Ops 4. Sorry about that crash. Blood of the Dead. I'm honestly, I'm going to like it more than other people do, because I'm not putting it on F tier. I'm not. I am putting it on E tier, though. E tier. Blood of the Dead, I wasn't a big Mob of the Dead guy. I mean, I liked it, and I played it. I really liked it. But I didn't play it more than, like, Kino, Call of the Dead, or Origins. Because I got mainly hooked onto Mob for like a week, and then Origins came out. Like, it wasn't that short, obviously, but I got to Mob of the Dead pretty late. I was mainly hooked for like 2 weeks, and then Origins came out, and I was like, Origins is better, which it is, honestly, in my opinion. Blood of the Dead, to everyone, they're like, this is a disgrace to Mob of the Dead, but like, again, I'm not a giant fan of Mob of the Dead. Like, I'm not like the literally Mob of the Dead freaking religion, but I know a lot of people are like that, but it's just a zombies map. It's not like disrespect to me. Like, a ton of people are like, Z level, put Blood of the Dead there, stupid poopy. Blood of the Dead is mainly a E tier map for me for one reason. It is just a knockoff of Mob of the Dead. It's just worse. The Easter egg is similar to Mob of the Dead because of betrayal and everything. Betrayal, when it does have the saddest cutscene. Ever in Trayarch Zombies, in my opinion. In Zombies, actually. It's when Primus, that's what it's called. Primus Richthofen, they literally just kill him. They literally leave him and kill him in the blood machine. I low-key cried. Not gonna lie, I cried. I don't care. I looked at the tutorial, beat it, and then I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I was playing with online people, we were talking on chat, and I was like, bruh. I muted myself, literally. I was like, oh my god. although I didn't get to be Richtofen, I was talking to the other person on chat, and they're like, bro, wait, what the heck? I'm like a different Richtofen now. And yeah, Blood of the Dead isn't like, oh my god, you guys are actually gonna hate me for it, but Blood of the Dead D tier. I wasn't a very huge Mob of the Dead guy, so Blood of the Dead wasn't like a disgrace to zombies for me. I was looking at BO4 and I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna be a very good start, but at least it's not gonna be like Black Ops 2, and I was wrong. I was wrong. Black Ops 4 is bad. But, Blood of the Dead, D tier. Although there is one thing I don't like. Gobblegum is better than Elixir. I don't care what you say. You can't prove me wrong. And the new perk machine, the new perk system, I think everyone knows the original one is better. And thank God they're putting that back into Cold War. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Cold War gameplay is coming out later. Because, I pre-ordered it, and I can get the alpha now. Cold War gameplay. So, yeah, Blood of the Dead, D tier. It's not terrible, but... And then next was Voyage of Despair, and oh my god. To me, Voyage of Despair was the second worst, Black Ops 4 map. Now, I'm putting Voyage of Despair on D tier, honestly, for one reason. It's impossible to train on that map. Unless you're on, like, the decks and stuff, it's impossible to train. You literally cannot. And the middle of it is just a complete death trap. Like, literally, it's just skinny, teeny hallways. And I hate when you go in that portal and do that stuff. The Easter egg is just stupid. I hate the Pack-a-Punch totems things or whatever. I don't remember if that's how you get Pack-a-Punch in Blood of the Dead. I remember it being way easier though. Anyway. What's it called? Yeah, Voyage of Despair is it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, Voyage of Despair C tier, F tier. Voyage of Despair, the Chaos Crew. The Chaos Crew is bad. It's bad. Although I'm not a giant hater on it, honestly. I'm not a giant hater, but I don't love it either. Chaos Crew is the worst crew ever. It is the worst crew. Actually... Nope, it is. Chaos Crew is the worst crew. It is just not good. It's not good. Almost all of the Chaos maps are terrible. Almost, as I said. There is, like, one kind of saving grace, I guess. But, yeah, Voyage of Despair, terrible. I wish the Easter egg could have been, like, something where you could have, like, went back in time or something and prevented the Titanic from crashing, and that would have, like, altered all of history. That would have been so cool, and that would have probably been it up to, like, right here, honestly, if it were just for that Easter egg. But, Voyage of Despair, no. The Easter egg wasn't even that good. Voyage of Despair, F tier. It's not good. Next, we have 9. This is the best Black Ops 4 map. It is the best. Ancient Evil and 9 are pretty close. Actually, yeah. Sorry about those Discord notifications, but, 9, okay, first thing, the starting room is probably one of the best starting rooms ever. It's amazing. It's literally a giant circle. It's amazing for training. 9, though, has one problem. The Chaos Crew. And also the Easter egg. The Easter egg, it was basically useless. Like, every other Easter egg did something for the story. The 9 Easter egg did nothing for the story at all. It literally didn't do anything. 9 is just... It's still a good map, honestly. I like 9. Although on launch day, it had too many glitches. It was, like, not playable. Or just blue open. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go close it. Sorry about that, you guys. But I'm back, and 9. Honestly, the Chaos Crew kind of ruined this map. The bugs and the Easter egg and the Chaos Crew ruined it, mainly. If this had Ether, I bet it would be so much better. Yeah, I gotta hurry it up, but 9, honestly, if the Chaos Crew were connected to Ether, it would... Ether, I mean, it would just be, like, if it was connected to Ether, it would probably be A tier, honestly, and it wasn't so buggy. But yeah, B tier, 9. And now, Dead of the Night. Yeah, easy. Easy choice. Dead of the Night is the worst map ever. It is the worst. The characters... Nope, I forgot about that. The characters are the freaking worst on this map. They're so annoying. Those stupid little freaking ex-soldiers, like, I guess I have a connection there. He's just the freaking worst, dude. I barely played Dead of the Night because it was so bad. But Dead of the Night is just not good. I do, however, like the map setup. You can hate me. You can hate me. I like the giant mansion theme. It's good. Just the Easter egg is completely duty and sucks. Because in the end, everyone literally just freaking dies. Literally, all the characters in this map just die. There's literally no point. Yeah, that's basically Dead of the Night for you. The freaking Wonder Weapon is barely good at all anyway. If I remember. And, yeah, that's Dead of the Night. And now, Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil, D tier. Ancient Evil is a okay... You know what? No, I'm putting on C tier. Ancient Evil is a okay map. It's not great. It's not the best. The only thing I really don't like about it, I really don't, is, like, I never completed the Easter egg, because I barely played this map, like I said, but once you get to, like, the Medusa head statue part, you can't go back. You have to get all the perks before, and I had no idea, so I only got, like, 1 perk from there. I rode the Pegasus, or whatever, and then I went here, and I'm like, well, how do I get back? And I did this, I literally made the Pegasus staff, and then I immediately died. After it ran out, because it was literally round 25. If you haven't been able to tell already, I'm more of a high round guy than Easter egg guy. I've only completed a couple. But Ancient Evil, in the end, it left us on such a big cliffhanger. And you can hate me, but I wish that they do put one last Chaos map in Cold War. As, like, for one reason. They completely left us on a cliffhanger. And I actually do want to know what happens. I kind of wish that everyone dies a little bit. It was sad when Bruno killed Shaw. That was pretty sad, honestly. But it wasn't, like, terrible. It wasn't, like, Ether level sad. It was just, like, anyway. But then Scarlet got frozen. Then literally Diego was the last one left. That was pretty unexpected. I thought it was going to be Scarlet, but nope. Yeah, that's basically Ancient Evil for you. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. How was that longer than my Nocturne Totem stream? But I don't really care. Those are all of the... That's all of the, zombies maps in order, Trayarch, worst to best, in my opinion. Best map ever, in my opinion, is Kino. Worst map ever, Dead of the Night. I will see you guys later. Have a good night, guys.